Hi and welcome to Scott's Inverts. I'm Scott and these are the inverts. Today I'm going to show you how to set up for an arboreal tarantula. I'm going to be rehousing a p.regalis. I'm going to show you guys the arboreal setup that I'm going to make for her. Now an arboreal species of tarantula, what that means is they either live up in the trees or they live vertically at the base of the trees, but what they'll also do is they can burrow down into the soil at the bottom of those trees. So if you're setting up for an arboreal species, just remember to include a little bit extra dirt just in case your spider wants to burrow down too. But let's go and have a look and I'll show you guys the setup. So guys, we are going to need a few things for the arboreal tarantula setup. For a juvie or adult, we have a tarantula room enclosure here. It's about 18 inches tall, 8 to 10 inches across, absolutely perfect for a juvenile to adult. And coir, this is already nice and damp because we are putting a P.regalis species in there and they do like it nice and damp. Now you will need a cork bark tube because they do like to hide inside the tube and they will spend most of the time inside there too. But this is a lovely piece of carp. Look at that lichen on the side, gorgeous. And we've got a fake plant there. That's just purely to hide the water dish. I've glue gunned it in place. That's all it is, just a bit of glue gun at the bottom, and that's bang on. The water dish, I've put tons and tons of glue around there because it's got to be strong. It's going to be carrying that water, so it's going to have a little bit of weight in there. So as you can see here, that is on there pretty sturdy, so just do that double check in just to make sure that water dish isn't going to go anywhere. Now we need to add the substrate. It, like I just said, it is nice and damp, so we're going to require around 4 to 5 inches of substrate, so get that in there. Every now and again give that substrate a little pad down. Now it is quite important, do not overdo it. Do not make that substrate really firm. You just want it nice and firm, not too much. You don't want it hard because then the spider's going to struggle to burrow down into there. But as you can see, there's probably about 4 inches of substrate in there, maybe a little bit over, but that's because arboreal species do also like to burrow on occasion. It's all down to your individual spider. So now we're going to put that cork bark in. We're going to push it down so it's clear of the lid. It is important that you check that you put your lid on before you put the spider in there, just to make sure that cork bark isn't pushing it up and off, so it fits perfectly snug. It's all in there, all ready to go now. All we need to do is add the water into the water dish, spray it down, and it's all good. So we're just going to top that water dish up now, spray around the sides, spray the cork bark, get the humidity up in there, ready for the p.regalis to go in there. The regalis that I'm going to be putting in there in just 1 second is a small juvenile, but it will spend its entire life in here. Now guys, I highly recommend that when you get your arboreal species, that you put the tub that it comes in inside the enclosure, take the lid off, let it come out by itself. I'm only opening this because I'm doing a rehouse and just giving it a very gentle push in because I've got a lot of experience. That's the only reason why I've not done it the way I've just said. A rehouse of p.regalis with the arboreal tarantula set up for you guys. Now it's always worth putting in a lot of substrate, at least 4 inches, because majority of arboreal species will actually create a burrow at the bottom of that cork bark. So just bear that in mind when you're setting yours up as well. Keep that substrate just a little bit deeper than what you think to give that spider enough room to burrow if it feels like it. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you turn your phone sideways, the subscribe button down in the corner, if you click that for me, that would be absolutely fantastic. And as always, we shall see you again on the